Hello besties, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining me for another video. Okay, so today my dream, my goal, my vision for this video is that I finally got a book cart and I want to decorate it with you guys and kind of go over what's in my TBR. We've never really talked about it before. And because I didn't do a January wrap up, I also want to do one of those and just kind of like talk about the books I read in January towards the end of this video. So it was my birthday towards the end of January and my friend Kenya, she got me a book cart and I'm so excited to decorate it with you guys. Okay, so this is my whole TBR and I was thinking we could categorize it by genre, but then I was thinking that could be a lot of effort and I don't know if I want to do that. So now I'm thinking that we could I'll just like say what book it is and I'll put it on my cart. So the first book on my TBR is Dance of Thieves, YA fantasy duology. What really appeals to me is that this is a duology. There's only 2 books. Usually fantasy series have like a million. Okay, next I have The Hero of Ages by Brandon Sanderson. This is the 3rd book in the Mistborn series. I've read the first 2. The first one, 5 stars, loved it, 10 out of 10, amazing. The second one, 3 stars. It could have been like 200 pages shorter, but it's fine. I feel like second books are kind of like a necessary evil in a lot of fantasy series just because there's world building and points to make and things to get across and we don't understand how it wraps up until we read the next book. But they're chunkers, they're huge. They usually take me like a month or 2 to read because I'm a pretty slow reader, so that is on there. Next we got Once Upon a Broken Heart, Stephanie Garber. Then we have Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. I have the whole series, but I don't want to put it all on my TBR because it's like a box set and it would take a lot of room. Okay, The Flower and the Moon. This is a book of poetry. This one is The Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare. Any of you Cassandra Clare girlies out there, she has a million books and I have no idea where to start. This is the Infernal Devices series, and I thought that was the first one you read because it says book 1 on it, but I guess it's a lot more convoluted than I thought. So please help me out. What book do I read first? Like, do I start with Infernal Devices or do I have to read, what is it, like City of Ash? I have no idea. Let me know. The confusion on my face is wild then. The Inheritance Games, Jennifer Lynn Barnes. The Wicked King by Holly Black. One of Us is Lying by Karen McCanus. Anyway, The Love Hypothesis. Okay, somebody told me this was a Kylo Ren fanfic romance thing. I don't know what that means. You tell me. Oh my gosh, guys, you're not ready for this. Daisy Hates and the Great Undoing. I started rereading Magnolia Parks today, and I decided, talking with Clay, that I am absolutely 1000% a Magnolia Parks apologist. She's perfect. Everything she does, I'm rooting for her, and it's just because she's too darn cute. Okay, that is not fitting there. So then we'll go ahead and put ACOTAR right next to that. Oh man, I feel like I could like pick cuter books to go together, and maybe like I'll mix it up. But I know if I think too hard about it, it'll just like, I'll just put too much pressure on it. These 2, yeah, that fits better. Fun. Okay, let's turn her around. I gotta say, the other thing about TBR carts is that there's just so much room and I love the wheels. So good. Anyway, then we have romantic comedy, which I've heard mixed things. Like Haley Pham didn't hate it, but then Destiny DNF'd it so quick. So I'm like, good book, bad book. I'm just gonna put that right there. Then we have The Personal Librarian. I thrifted this for like a couple bucks and I was really proud of myself. That one's historical fiction. We got Renegades. We love a good sci-fi. The Night Sister. This one I think is like a mystery thriller kind of girly. The 7-Year Slip. How cute. We love Valentine's Day. Okay, these 2 I just got. Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute. And Love and Gelato. I have heard nothing but super cutie things about these books. And sometimes that's kind of all you really need. Clay, how do you say that?
Eleanor. Oh, Eleanor Oliphant?
Oliphant? Alalila is completely fine. Okay, this one I also just got. It's called Permission to Speak. How to change what power sounds like, starting with you. Smash and grab, what we all want to be doing right now. Happy Valentine's Day. One True Loves, Taylor Jenkins Reid, Pop Off Miss Girl, Book Lovers, Everything I Know About Love, Dolly Alderton. Then we have Beach Read by Emily Henry. Very excited. I feel like I have a lot of books on my TBR. I feel like I have a lot of books on my TBR, but also like not nearly enough. Anybody else feel that way? I just feel like if I don't have like 5,000 books, what am I doing? I guess not going bankrupt. That's what my husband would say. Oh my gosh, the fine print. Forgot. So sorry. The Archer's Voice, Mia Sheridan. Also, y'all, I have the cutest cats. I don't know if you could see them. She's so cute. Okay, back to Kiss Her Once for Me. Did not get to this in January. I realized it was more of a Christmas book than I thought, and I don't think I wanted that in the moment. Final Offer, also in the Dreamland Billionaire series. I need the second book. I don't have that one for some reason. Things We Hide from the Light, Lucy Score. I'm not gonna lie, when I wanted these books and realized how badly I wanted them, it was because of the covers. I didn't know what the story was at all. I didn't even know if I liked Lucy Score back then. Okay, People We Meet on Vacation. I thrifted this, y'all. Are you proud? Are you proud? You probably should be. Magnolia Parks, Jessa Hastings. We love her. Because I'm currently reading this, I'm gonna put it up here. Okay, Throne of Glass, Sarah J. Maas. That rhyme? Or did I just want it to? Okay, now I have The Silent Patient. I'm so scared of thrillers, but you guys, I'm gonna do it for you, okay? I know what my crowd wants. I know what they need. And they need me reading scary books. Okay, I also put Awaken and We Were Liars on the TBR cart just now. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, V.E. Schwab. I've never read that author. The Atlas Paradox, Olivia Blake. My Queen, My Girl, My Goddess. Am I right? Okay, this one, The Center Cannot Hold. This will be a reread, but has to happen. It is a memoir about this woman named Ellen Sachs, and she has schizophrenia. And it was in a time when schizophrenia not a lot was known about it. And it's like a really beautiful memoir. Her experience is really eye-opening. Nice for me. Okay, then we have Never by Jessa Hastings. Okay, A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Daisy Jones and the Six. Taylor Jenkins Reid vibes. Park Suburb Avenue by Renee Rosen. And, ooh, this is a great book to end on. Powerless by Lauren Roberts, which I'm also extremely excited to read. So far, this is what our girl looks like. Isn't she cute? Sorry that if you could hear my chair squeaking so much. I guess it's just the way of the world, honestly. Okay, so now our TBR cart has books on it, but I also have some things I want to use to decorate it a little bit. So for my birthday, I also got like a little strawberry jar that I thought would look like really cute. And if I want to put flowers in it or whatever, then of course we need our good old TBR jar. I thrifted this the other day and I thought it was like really pretty, like all the dots and stuff. So I'm gonna put that right there. And then next, my sister-in-law, she knows me so well. She got me these beautiful book vases, and I thought that they would also be super gorgeous up here. This one, the little one, I'm going to use to like hold like a bunch of different bookmarks that I have because I thought that would be fun. So then I can put my TBR jar right there. Oh, cute, because then it looks like these are like bookends or whatever. And then I was thinking when I pick out a TBR, I could just put my TBR for the month up here. I could see it, grab it really easy. How fun and new and crazy and exciting am I, guys? So fun and new and crazy and exciting. You have no idea. Okay, sweet. And since I'm reading Magnolia Parks again, I should put it like that. I think I'll lay it down though. Oh my gosh, I love her. Don't you love her? Don't you want to get to know her a little bit? I do. I feel like sometimes when I talk, my hands go everywhere. I point at random things, whatever, and I just think it's funny. So Clay just grabbed me the books that I read in January. I only read 3 books, but I'm not gonna lie, Iron Flame is huge, so I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad that I only read 3 books. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just so happy that I finally have a TBR cart, and I think I'm really excited to have this and then put all the books that I finish on my bookshelf, and that way we could hold like twice as many books. It could be really fun. can organize it in a cute way. I'm just really excited. Okay, so I want to get into my January TBR. The reason that I just want to talk for a minute. I feel like I kind of fell off my routine a little bit because the last week of January, I got really sick, crazy sick. I tried going to work that day. It didn't work out. I went straight to the doctor and they told me that I had some kind of virus. I didn't have COVID or the flu or anything, but Clay and I ended up having this really bad virus, fever for like a whole week. And I was freaking out because I was gonna travel to go see my newborn nephew. First nephew, by the way. I'm an aunt for the first time, so excited. I've never been related to a baby before because I'm the youngest in my family. So holding a baby for the first time and just playing with him was the sweetest experience. I loved it so much, and I got to see my parents. They flew in from out of town, and I love my brother and my sister-in-law and her family, so it was a really fun time. So we were sick for a week, and then we got better just in time to like see my nephew and my brother and his family, and that was really special, and I'm so glad we weren't sick when that happened. And then we came back, and then I started feeling sick again, and I'm like still getting over it. Like I still have a cough that I'm trying to get over, and it's made me frustrated because I'm like, why is my immune system so bad? But I had all these ideas for videos I was gonna film during that time, like my January wrap up and my February TBR. And because of being sick and traveling, I just didn't get to film those things. And then I was gonna film like a romance reading vlog, and I ended up reading a romance, but I didn't film it because I was just like hanging out with my family and I wanted to focus on that a little bit. So instead, there are other videos coming out, don't you worry. But I feel like I got off my YouTube wagon for a second and I wanna jump back on it. So that's why we're doing my January TBR a little bit late, and hopefully you can forgive me. Let's talk about these books. So the first book that I read in January was Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars. You guys, the nostalgia, the whimsy, it was so much fun. I know I said this before, but J.K. Rowling really made me care about the life of an 11-year-old boy when I don't usually think about 11-year-old boys, if I'm being like completely transparent. Like it's not a thing I do, but this book changed that for me a little bit because Harry Potter now has a cute little place in my heart. One thing that I really loved about this book were the quote. Let me share one now. So one quote that I really liked was from Albus Dumbledore. It has on the back and it says, "It does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live. Remember that." Just like little bits of wisdom. There was a part towards the end of the book where Hagrid gave Harry a present and he collected all the pictures he could find of Harry's parents and he put them in like a little photo album and gave it to Harry. And it was so sweet because in the book, if you don't know, Harry's parents die. That's not a spoiler, it's on the back. And Hagrid is one of the people that work at Hogwarts. He's a groundskeeper and him and Harry become friends. And so Hagrid gives Harry this photo album with pictures of his parents that he never met. And there was a part where Harry like says Harry couldn't say anything, but Hagrid knew. And that almost made me cry because I was like, that is just so sweet and meaningful. J.K. Rowling does a great job of showing and not telling. That's what I decided is. She shows you exactly what you need to see. So I'm excited to read the second one. That's a series that I want to finish this year. Okay, next, I read Iron Flame. Oh my gosh, this guy is a chunker. How many pages are we talking here? Around like 600 something, but it's a tall book. I was gonna do an Iron Flame reading vlog, but I kept putting it off, so I didn't. But let's get into this. So I gave this book 4 stars. And I know that not a ton of people love this book, but somebody commented in one of my videos recently, something so relatable. She said that she had so much loyalty to Fourth Wing that like she went into this with rose-colored glasses and like loved it anyway, and I related to that so hard, so thank you for that comment. But I feel the same way. Like my overall thoughts on this book was that it's really long. I can tell what Rebecca Yarros was trying to do with a lot of the book, and there was so much ground to cover, but it almost felt disconjoined a little bit. It felt like there was a new plot to follow every 3 or so chapters. There was always like the one big end goal, right? But in my head, I remember thinking, okay, wait, what are we trying to accomplish in this book? Like, what is the purpose? Like, okay, this chapter, okay, this is our mission. Great, they do that. Okay, next mission is this. Like, okay, cool. It just felt a little disjointed at times, but the banter with Violet and Xaden, I liked it. I don't know. Like, I like it when couples argue. Not if it's annoying, not if it's like a crazy miscommunication trope where if they literally just said what they were thinking, everything would be fine. But it's funny because Violet wanted these boundaries and Xaden wanted other boundaries, and they did not mix well. And I was like, that's an interesting thing for couples to fight about. That's not something that we think about in day-to-day romances. So I really like that. I love the dragons. You know I miss them. You know I love magic schools. It was good. I gave this 4 stars. The ending was spoiled for me as I was reading, and that was sad because I want to be surprised always. But it was good. I liked it. Yeah, I gave it 4 stars. I'm excited to see what happens next. I'll definitely buy the next book. But yeah. Okay, and then the last book I read was To Love and to Loathe by Martha Waters. This book, it felt like something was missing. It felt like something was off. I gave it 3 stars. The plot of this book was that we have Jeremy and we have Diana. Yeah, we have Diana and Jeremy. They're kind of like rivals. They're not really rivals, but they're friends, but they banter a lot. They make fun of each other all the time. Enemies to lovers, if you will. And they decide to agree on having a liaison, and they get to know each other better and all these things. And she like bet Jeremy that she could get him married by the end of the year because he just wants to like have affairs with women, and he never wants to get married or settle down. And it turns out there's a deep emotional issue as to why, and you get to like see inside Jeremy's mind, and Diana gets feelings for the first time. It's very fun. It's really fun, and I love the premise. The thing is, I love these characters. These are my favorite characters in this world, but I just felt like there could have been a little more. And I don't know what to, like, I can't put my finger on it, but I felt like some things could have been written better, some scenes could have been longer. But yeah, one thing that I did love about this book though was that every single character felt like a meddler, and I love that. I love that they were all a part of the juicy gossip and just wanted to like stir the pot a little bit. We need those people. They're central to society. Did you not know? Anyway, I love them. And yeah, those are all the books I read in January. February, I don't have a TBR. I'm just going with the flow. I finished some books already that I'll talk about, hopefully in a wrap up that I actually film. But yeah, anyway, I love my book cart. Thank you guys for watching another video. Like, subscribe, do all those fun things that you know how to do, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.